What's up, my little tattletales? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Cynthia Bailey, you are once again giving grace to someone that I don't think deserves it. Now, I know Cynthia don't care what happens in her life, but she literally just said that cheating was not a factor and that this wasn't a tragic ending. Y'all, but people are reporting. Now get this. First of all, hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Let's get into this. Let me just say this, right? Mike M. effing Hill, in my opinion, used Cynthia for a come up. Now, here's the thing. Cynthia Bailey's name is so iconic. I don't care how you felt about her on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was the first celebrity that came on Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? Followed by Miss Kenya Moore. Cynthia Bailey actually is an icon. What she did in modeling her businesses, she is the silent killer of success. Mike Hill wanted that publicity. And the thing is, Cynthia was trying to protect her relationship by making sure that, she didn't go on Real Housewives of Atlanta and let it tear apart. And in my mind, that might have been what happened with Mike and what the problem was. Now, also, a couple of other things. We're hearing, well, let me just get to Cynthia's statement, and then I'm going to get into what actually went wrong. So Cynthia says that this is not a tragic ending. She opened up to her divorce from Mike, right? And she revealed that the pair, they were not as compatible as we thought we were. She said, this is not a tragic ending for us, but these two people that have enough love and respect for each other to be truthful about the relationship in terms of asking themselves, are we truly happy? How do we want to move forward? And then who were brave enough and loved one another enough to make that choice. She said, I was head over heels in love with Mike and fully felt like in my heart that this was the man I was going to spend the rest of my life with. We thought we were right for each other. Let me tell y'all something. This all sounds good. And I wish I hope this is the case for Cynthia. But baby, have you seen my video of Mike on his wedding anniversary? In a sports bar, letting girls literally do flips in his face, holding onto his waist, literally playing Jenga, watching our respect for him fall to the side like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Let me tell you something. Cynthia's a class act, and she gave that ninja too much credit because I don't care what was going on in the relationship. I don't care what happened, right? I don't care if there was cheating or not. Cynthia said there was no cheating, but I will say this. The fact that we decided to go our separate ways, and instead of letting me announce a divorce, I'm already giving you grace and not saying anything. But instead of letting Cynthia announce a divorce or doing a classy joint statement, you go on Instagram Live and embarrass the dog mess out of her and leave people, me, for instance, nosy people, thinking that he's cheating on you? Okay, fine. Maybe you guys had already decided to separate and Mike could have literally gone and been with other people. But why did he have to post that on his anniversary day? Go watch the video. It's crazy when nobody knew about it. That is disrespectful. It's spiteful. And it lets you know who Mike was. Let's also not forget that Mike was always negging her. Remember how we would be like, he would be on the red carpet and be like, yeah, she's gaining weight. Or he did an interview and was like, she get on my last nerves. Sometimes I don't want to be here. Mike, you're the one. You made a come up when you married Cynthia. And we were rooting for you because we thought Mike was a good dude. But now we see different. But don't worry, y'all. There's more. Hold on. Now listen. Some people that decide to be messy Monday, Wednesday, or whatever day it is Radar Online. And they said that the marriage was doomed from the start. I think it was doomed because it's who Mike Hill is. You have cheated on every wife you're with. You have female friends. All your female friends are women that you have slept with. Come on now, Mike. Anyway, let's get into this Radar Online report. They said from pandemic planning to roommate hell. And this is the last thing I'm going to say about Mike. Mike even embarrassed his children. How you out there supposed to be a role model? Cynthia is super close to those girls, and you sitting up there embarrassing them when people are like, yo, this is your dad. Before a divorce is announced, Cynthia is better than me. Seriously. But hopefully this means she could, because she's been on Candy's show and she's been on Andy's show. Something tells me, and I've said this before, she's coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I certainly hope so. And I want to see her journey. I don't understand. Cynthia was the most underrated cast member in Atlanta. Everybody saw, oh, she's boring. She don't do this shit. She added so much to the show. She literally was the lubricant for the show, so the gears worked. Something I will say, right? Something's missing without her, right? Portia is like fun, but Drew, and she would say whatever in line, but Drew brings that energy. Marlo brings the messiness, right? There is someone like Cynthia missing. But anyway, let's get into this mess, mamas. Okay. Cynthia Bailey didn't find her forever love of husband number 2. Y'all wrong for this, Radar. On the heels of announcing their divorce after just 2 years of marriage, Radar Online has learned that the couple's relationship was doomed from the start, with one obstacle after another before they even walked down the aisle. Their first issue was planning their wedding during the pandemic. Now listen, right? Cynthia was wild for that one, because I was like, why would you even want wedding pictures with masks on? And listen, now we knew that, fine, we would all pull through. For the most part, there are a lot of people that did not. May they rest in peace. But back then, Cynthia, you did not know. You was getting married in the middle of the bubonic plague for some man that couldn't even give you the courtesy of letting you announce the divorce in a classy way. Instead, he announced it by looking like he's cheating on you at a sports bar with a girl holding onto his weights, doing splits around his neck. Man, anyway, Anyway, they said, what else? Sources revealed that Cynthia's sister put a strain on their romance. Shout out to Mal. Peter used to complain about her too, but that's what's right. You better look out for your sister. Leaving the happy couple with little alone time and many awkward moments for all. Another cringy outtakes was when Cynthia compared Mike to her ex-husband, Peter Thomas. Let me just say this. Peter ain't really have an issue with any cheating rumors about Cynthia. Now, I know Portia opened her dumb mouth and said, oh, what about you need to check on your waitresses. However, right, now that we know Portia, we know all she does is open her mouth and say lies. So it was never confirmed by anybody else. It seemed like Peter's problem was he was draining Cynthia's bank account, right, on his business adventures, right? She said that her and Peter definitely bumped heads a lot. But she gave their romance a kiss of death when she claimed she couldn't make it. That if she couldn't make it with Mike, she was meant to be single for the rest of her life. Aw. Cynthia and Mike were headed for Splitsville when they confirmed the news. Our spies revealed they had been separated for a while now, and their breakup was amicable. Hours later, they released a joint statement and announced the end of their short-lived marriage. Ooh. Now, listen, Radar says the same thing I do. Despite the concerning video that circulated showing a female getting close to the ringless Mike, the duo made it clear no one is to blame and they remain good friends. Listen, she can say that they remain good friends, but the way Mike let everybody know him and Cynthia weren't together was so rude and so disrespectful. But one thing this does let me know, Cynthia left your butt, and that's why you was acting a fool on the anniversary. That's exactly why you were acting a fool on the anniversary. Anyway, my little tattletales, let me know what you think of this, the fact that it is amicable. Do you want Cynthia to come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, or do you think that Mike is going to be trash for life? Anyway, let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.